Hi, and welcome to this episode of John's Model Kit Review. Today I am looking at Airfix's Supermarine Spitfire FR Mk.XIV. And this is their 1/48 scale kit. The Airfix kit number is A05135. And this kit debuted a couple of years ago, and it got kind of some mixed reviews. And we're going to go over why that was. This kit is actually currently on the workbench, so I have built up the airframe. And so I'm going to show some pictures of the airframe. I'm going to show some problem areas to watch out for and kind of what I did on those areas. And then I'm going to give my conclusions on whether or not this kit is still worth a go. First off, we will start with the positives. The instruction booklet in this kit is first class. Everything is very well detailed. It has a limited parts count. It's not a fiddly build as far as the number of parts that are required to build the kit. The instructions are very clear. The paint callouts are very good. And if you just follow the instructions, you'll get a nice representation on the interior of the kit. It's certainly adequate for what can be seen through a Spitfire canopy. As you can see in the pictures, I did add some Edouard pre-painted photo etch seat belts to dress up the interior a bit. And really, that seat's going to be the focal point of what you can see through the canopy. You can see the instrument panel here in this picture, and this is just the plastic part with a decal on it and some detail painting. And that comes out really nice. And again, it's certainly adequate for what's going to be able to be seen. Another high point on this kit, the clear parts actually look very nice from what I can see. We'll see how the distortion is and how clear the interior looks once I mount it on the model. Another high point is Airfix's decals, and the decals are just world class. They go down very nicely. I've used a lot of them before. They settle down into the panel lines, and they really are fairly trouble-free. Very easy to use, very good to use decals. There are two marking options in this kit. The first is for an aircraft flown by Squadron Leader James Bernard Pendergast, and he was from number 414 Squadron of the Royal Canadian Air Force. The next marking option is for a Spitfire of number 2 AC Squadron of the Royal Air Force, 2nd Tactical Air Force. I love the way Airfix does the color callouts. I love the way they do a 4 view of the aircraft so you can see how to paint the plane. It just eliminates the guesswork. These are very nice instructions. And now I'll get into some criticisms on the kit. There's two main criticisms of this kit. The first of which is the surface detailing. Right now, with kits coming out from other manufacturers, including Tamiya, Edouard, a lot of even smaller companies are producing kits with much finer surface detail on their kits. And so when I look at this kit, the surface detailing is very basic in comparison to what is state-of-the-art today. Another area where this kit really falls a bit short is the fit of the parts. Notably, if you can see in the pictures, the bulges that cover the engine on both sides of the nose, I had to use putty in several spots around these. And this is not my final cleanup before paint. I'm going to have to go in and do some more here, but it gives you an idea of where I needed to put the putty. And also the lower radiator housings, there were gaps all the way around these. And so I spent a lot of time trying to fill those gaps with some gap filling glue. I still have to go in and touch up some of the gaps there and use some putty. It's just not a nice fit on these parts. The plastic itself is soft, and so it's easy to sand and polish out, and it's easy to remove some material when you need to, but the fit on this kit is not up to today's standards. The detailing in the camera bay looks fine for what will be visible on the finished kit. Another area that received a lot of criticism on this kit is the fit of the panel that covers the gas tank in front of the cockpit. And on this piece, I had to basically build tabs all the way around on the inside so that when I mounted it on the outside, I actually got a reasonable fit. The fit on this part it's just not great. And again, it's a prominent part, one that's very visible. It is top, front, and center on the model. And so there's not really a reason for this kit part to not fit well. In conclusion, I think this kit's going to turn out nice. I think it'll look fine on the shelf, but sitting next to an Edouard Spitfire, there is just really not a comparison with the finesse of detail, with the amount of detail. And so Airfix certainly has a lot of room for improvement on their kits. As I said earlier, their instructions are world class. The decals are world class. The marking option guide is world class. It really comes down to the plastic parts and some of the engineering of the plastic parts and the fit of the plastic parts and the detailing of the plastic parts, where Airfix needs to really step up their game to stay in competition with what's currently available from other manufacturers. Well, I'd love to know what you guys think. If any of you have built this kit previously and want to share your experience in the comment section below, please feel free to do so. As always, I hope you found this video entertaining and informative, and until next time, model on.